Mirqab Yacht. What if I told you there's a 437-foot super yacht with an underwater viewing room where you can watch fish swim by while you're inside the boat? Or that it has a Dale Chihuly glass sculpture worth millions suspended in a four-story staircase? Or that the swimming pool on the lower deck literally opens to the ocean through hydraulic hull hatches? Welcome to the Mirqab, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why this $300 million masterpiece isn't just a yacht. It's a statement about what's possible when money meets vision. What's up, luxury enthusiasts? Today we're diving deep into one of the most award-winning super yachts ever built, the Mirqab. And when I say award-winning, I'm not exaggerating. This beast took home Motor Yacht of the Year at the 2009 World Super Yacht Awards, plus awards for Best Interior Design and a judge's commendation for exterior styling. That's basically the yacht equivalent of sweeping the Oscars. Built by the legendary German shipyard Yachts and delivered in 2008, the Mirqab represents the absolute pinnacle of what German engineering and British design can achieve together. Tim Heywood handled the exterior, creating one of the most recognizable silhouettes on the water. Andrew Winch designed the interior. And trust me, when we get to that part, your jaw is gonna hit the floor. But here's what matters most. Understanding yachts like this shows you what's actually achievable in the luxury world, and how the ultra-wealthy think about experiences versus assets. Let's start with the builder, because this matters. Kusch Yachts, operating out of the Peters Werft shipyard in Wärtsilä, Germany, isn't some boutique operation churning out small boats. These are the same folks who build expedition vessels, naval ships, and some of the most complex yachts on the planet. When you build with German engineering, you're not just getting a pretty boat. You're getting precision, reliability, and innovation. The Mirqab took nearly 4 years to complete. Construction started in late 2004 under the project name May. Launched in March 2006, went through extensive sea trials, and was finally delivered in July 2008. That timeline tells you something crucial. This wasn't rushed. Every system, every detail, every inch of this yacht was carefully planned and executed. The hull is ice-class steel, which means this yacht can go places other super yachts can't. Want to cruise Norwegian fjords in winter? No problem. Feel like exploring the Arctic? The Mirqab is built for it. The aluminum superstructure keeps weight optimal, while the steel hull provides that rock-solid stability. And with a beam of 20 meters, that's 66 feet wide, this thing is stable in conditions that would have smaller boats bouncing around. All right, spec time, but I promise to make this interesting. We're talking 133 meters, that's 437 feet of floating palace. To put that in perspective, that's longer than a football field, taller than most buildings you see daily, and wider than a 4-lane highway. The gross tonnage is 9,604 GT, which in yacht terms means massive internal volume, space for days. 5 decks of pure luxury, accommodating 24 guests across 12 suites. But here's what really sets this apart. A crew of 60 people. 60! That's literally 2.5 crew members for every guest. In the luxury hospitality world, even the finest hotels might have a 1-to-1 ratio. The Mirqab doubles that. Your every need isn't just met, it's anticipated before you even think of it. Power comes from 5 Wärtsilä diesel generators feeding 2 electric motors plus a central azimuthing electric pod drive. This hybrid diesel-electric setup is brilliant. Quiet operation, excellent fuel efficiency, and incredible maneuverability. Top speed of 23 knots isn't record-breaking, but the cruising speed of 21 knots is impressive for a yacht this size. More importantly, range of over 5,000 nautical miles. That's New York to London without refueling. That's true global capability. Hold up. Before we go deeper into the features, let me ask you something. What would you do with 60 crew members at your disposal? Like, seriously, think about it. A personal trainer, a masseuse, a sommelier, multiple chefs, dive instructors, jet ski coordinators, all working just for you and your guests. Drop a comment with the first thing that comes to mind. Now, back to the Mirqab. Tim Heywood is basically the Michelangelo of superyacht design. His portfolio includes some of the most iconic yachts ever built, and the Mirqab might be his crowning achievement. The exterior isn't just about looking good, though it absolutely does. It's about functional elegance. That massive aft platform? It's not just for show. It's a dignified arrival and departure point, an entertainment space, and a launch platform for tenders and water toys. The way Heywood integrated it into the overall design makes the yacht look purposeful, not just pretty. The helicopter pad on the upper deck includes a full refueling station. At the time of design, this was the largest helipad Heywood had ever created, requiring massive structural engineering from Kusch Yachts to support it. Think about that. You can fly your helicopter to your yacht, refuel it on board, and keep it ready for the next flight. That's not just luxury. That's logistics on a different level. The permanent sun awnings on the owner's deck were another first. Most yachts use retractable awnings, but Heywood designed permanent architectural elements that provide shade while enhancing the yacht's profile. It's these kinds of details that separate good yacht design from legendary yacht design. Now we get to the interior, and this is where things get wild. Andrew Winch is known for creating interiors that feel like five-star hotels, but on the Mirqab, he went beyond. Unfortunately, very few interior photos have been released. The owner values privacy, but what we know is incredible. The main deck saloon is designed like a courtyard terrace, with a square plan divided into distinct seating areas. There are fountains, actual fountains, and casual seating arranged around a central sculpture. It's not trying to be a traditional yacht interior, it's creating an entirely new language of luxury. The family lounge overlooks the bow and features a butterfly theme throughout. Light sycamore wood on the walls, soft fabrics, a gentle color palette, everything designed to create serenity. This isn't about showing off wealth through gold fixtures and marble. This is about creating spaces that feel genuinely peaceful and restorative. But here's the showstopper, the floating staircase. It traverses 4 decks and encircles a suspended glass sculpture by Dale Chihuly, one of the most famous glass artists in the world. His pieces sell for millions at auction. Imagine walking up and down your yacht's main staircase with a priceless work of art suspended in the center. Every time you move between decks, you're walking through an art gallery. Then there's the underwater viewing room, positioned forward of the internal swimming pool. You're literally sitting inside the yacht, below the waterline, watching marine life swim by. It's like having your own private aquarium, except the aquarium is the actual ocean. Quick question. If you could have one piece of art on your dream yacht, what would it be? A Picasso? A Monet? Or would you go modern like the Chihuly on the Mirqab? I'm genuinely curious what everyone values in art. Hit me in the comments. Okay, let's talk about the features that make this yacht operational. The lower deck swimming pool is engineering genius. Most yachts have a pool on an upper deck. The Mirqab put it on the lower deck and added hydraulic side hatches in the hull. When you're at anchor, you can open these hatches and the pool literally connects to the ocean. It becomes an infinity pool that flows into the Mediterranean or Caribbean or wherever you're anchored. You're swimming in the pool, but technically also swimming in the ocean. It's the kind of feature that makes engineers smile and guests lose their minds. The owner's suite occupies significant space on one of the upper decks, with private access to that permanent sun awning area we talked about. Private dining, private lounging, and complete privacy when you want it. The remaining 11 guest suites are all individually designed, each with its own character and style. No cookie-cutter cabins here. There's a beauty salon and spa area, because of course there is, full gym with ocean views, multiple dining areas, formal, casual, indoor, outdoor. The yacht underwent a significant refit in 2014, adding an entirely new sun deck and completely refreshing the interior. When you're dealing with a $300 million asset, spending a few million on upgrades every decade just makes sense. Entertainment systems throughout are state-of-the-art, though specific details remain private. Full Wi-Fi and satellite communications mean you're connected anywhere on the planet. The yacht is also wheelchair accessible with an elevator system connecting all decks, a surprisingly rare feature even on superyachts. The Mirqab is owned by Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jaber Al Thani, former Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Qatar. His ownership was confirmed in the Panama Papers, though it's been an open secret in yachting circles since delivery. This level of yacht ownership is reserved for heads of state, royalty, and individuals with multi-billion-dollar net worths. The yacht's estimated value is $300 million. Let me put that in perspective. That's more than most people will earn in multiple lifetimes. It's more than many successful companies are worth, and it's just the purchase price. Annual running costs? Approximately $30 million. That's crew salaries, fuel, maintenance, insurance, dockage fees, and all the operational costs of running what's essentially a floating five-star hotel. Now, here's the reality check most people miss. Owning a yacht like this isn't an investment in the traditional sense. It's pure consumption. The yacht depreciates, costs millions annually to operate, and requires constant management. But here's what it provides: total freedom, complete privacy, and the ability to travel the world on your own terms with your own crew and your own schedule. Real talk time. If someone gave you $300 million right now, would you buy a yacht like the Mirqab? Or would you do something totally different? Buy sports teams? Fund a tech startup? Build schools? I want to know how you think about that kind of money. Comment below with your honest answer. Now, let's wrap this up. The Mirqab is not available for charter. It's a private yacht for the owner's use. But understanding yachts at this level helps you appreciate the entire market. There are charter yachts in the 130 to 180-foot range that offer similar experiences at a fraction of the cost. Sure, you might not get the Dale Chihuly sculpture or the underwater viewing room, but you get the fundamental experience. Traveling the world with a professional crew, waking up in different paradises, and living like the ultra-wealthy for a week or two. The charter market for large yachts typically ranges from $500,000 to $2 million per week, depending on size, age, and amenities. Split among 12 guests, that's $40,000 to $165,000 per person per week. Still significant money, but when you break it down per day and compare it to luxury resorts, plus all activities and meals, the math starts making sense for milestone celebrations. What yachts like the Mirqab prove is that this level of luxury exists. It's not just theoretical or in movies. These yachts are out there, crossing oceans, visiting private islands, and providing experiences that redefine what luxury means. And while you might not charter this specific yacht, Understanding what's possible helps you make informed decisions about your own luxury experiences. So, that's the Al Mirqab, a $300 million German engineering masterpiece with British design sensibilities, American scale ambition, and Middle Eastern royal ownership. It won every award it was eligible for in 2009. And 15 years later, it's still one of the most impressive yachts on the water. Whether you're planning your own yacht charter, dreaming about what's possible, or just fascinated by how the ultra-wealthy live, yachts like this provide the blueprint. The question isn't whether you can own a $300 million yacht. Most of us can't. The question is, what experiences from this world can you access? And how do you make that happen? Drop a comment with which feature amazed you most. Hit subscribe if you want more super yacht deep dives. And remember, the only difference between dreaming and planning is taking that first step toward making it real. See you on the next one.